You this time around, we got Gen G versus Top Esports, day 2 of Swiss. Pretty good matchup. Chovy ended up going big on the Yone, as this pick has been pretty beastly this tournament. But before we dive on in, feel free to drop a sub if you guys want to keep up with more Worlds VoD reviews. Likes or comments help me a lot with the channel. Just feedback and also getting it in the algorithm. And also follow me everywhere at CubbyXX, especially on Twitch, where you guys can tune into me going over these live. That being said, let's dive on into this game. All right, draft. Yes, more Yone first pick. Renekton does help open up Yone. Renekton is a pick that can be played in the Yone and shut it down. Aurora, Zig, Smolder. Taking Smolder away from Gen G. We've seen a lot of Smolder Yone handshakes, especially as this tournament's gone on. We'll see a lot more of that today. And then no Ivern. I really like this draft from Gen G. I mean, we got a few things cooking that is pretty big. Skarner's a big ban now. Yes, Skarner is a big ban. But still, they're prioritizing Maokai over the Skarner. Maokai is a champ, just really OP kit. Really OP kit. And I think that, like, a couple of the big pitfalls. First off, Lucian. Lucian feels like a really fake pick, especially in solo lane. I prefer Lucian Nami compared to Lucian solo lane. I just think Lucian solo lane, you're picking it to get ahead in lane. You don't get ahead far enough, and then you just get Omega outranged later on. You can really only interact with R or clean up people. Yeah. I think Lucian, I'm just out on Lucian this tournament. So that's one big one. Also, we do have ways to play around Rumble. So Gnar and Yone can actually side lane effectively in a Rumble, especially if Rumble gets set behind, which is big. And I think that just being able to play 3 lanes and attack with the Kai'Sa, with Maokai trying to scout and create space and make space is really big. So for me, Gen G, I favor them with how they're able to stretch and play the map later on in this game. Whereas I really think for Top Esports, they have to hit the ground running hard with Rumble Lucian and also Sejuani, which, to be fair to them, Tien does. So yeah, it's really important that Top Esports plays fast because the scaling on Gen G is just too good with too many picks. And we'll see when they end up hitting the break point here. Also was a bit curious to see the Leona getting prio over the Rel. Maybe we just didn't like Rel into what was showing for Top Esports. Thought that Leo could more like easily interact with Lucian Jhin. I'm not sure. But Rel's been pretty damn good. Okay, so we don't see the first strike coming out, but Rumble can bully a little bit in this matchup. We're still seeing the Grasp Gnar be dominant in this tournament. Everything else pretty standard. Yeah. Everything else is pretty standard. All right. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Hawkeye. Makes it more fun doing these as a team rather than just doing it on my own. We'll commit to the covering worlds the best we can. All right, so really important that Cream gets up early in this lane. Then it's mirrored clears here for the junglers. So we have Maokai working his way down, Sejuani working her way up. TES should have banned Kai'Sa. I agree, but you can win this lane early, and so it does feed into like what top wants to do, which is blitz the lanes and use Sej to fight and invade. So I would have rather taken away stuff like Ashe than Kai'Sa, which I believe they did. I see by Chovy got around the piercing light of the Lucian. He has Sej clearing faster. No surprise. Maokai, though, still just really good champion later on. Good job from 369 here. Pushing Keen off. But again, Keen still has a big wave that he's going to catch, so Gnar's still going to be fine. As we see Maokai getting double crabbed. But we have a play. It is first blood on Kai'Sa. Canyon does go down. Canyon ends up falling pretty far behind in this game on the Maokai pick, so... And then 369 goes for the all-in, almost hits it. And if he hits this, that would have been really baller. Keen, good flash, though, back to his turret. And he's able to clean up the rest of this wave, gets the double, so he lives. That's huge. If Keen goes down there, this game is, like, really, really hard for Gen G. I don't think you use Lane automatically against Ashe. Ashe is a lot stronger earlier. And the Ashe Maokai combo is really good. We give them a really nice go button. And Ashe is just a much stronger laner. Pre-6 Leona Ashe definitely wins. Alright, Grubs have spawned. We have bot push from Gen G. See, I don't like this from top. I think if top wants to play Grubs, they should have put Jhin mid here. There is an angle to put Jhin mid and send the Lucian bot right now. Oh, wait, no. Lucian just TP'd. Never mind. So we traded TP's mid. Okay, never mind. Rumble is a lot better than against Ashe and Kai'Sa. That is a good point. I think that is very valid. Okay, so Grubs first for Gen G. And they find the Sejuani. Really nice backstep by the Hens. Sometimes just the little things. Really, really nice by the Hens. The Hens play this really well. Cream going in like this is really bad. Flashes from both carries. Not, I mean, obviously you'd only want one, but still. This is really big for Gen G. I mean, this should have been game, quite frankly. The lanes are just all so good for Gen G here. I will say it looks like they TP'd. They TP'd second, and they won out both their lanes post-TP. Yeah. Like they got back to all their lanes second and got pushing all of them. Goddamn. This ends up being really nice though by Tien. Tien had a monster game. I think the big thing here for Keen. He just never got his R off. Oh, he doesn't have his R. Oh. Oh, honestly, I think the big thing is that he should have W'd 369. If he W's 369, 369 does. Yeah. Yeah, I think you have to W the Rumble. Really well played. Really well played by Tien and the top esports. Honestly, they need a play like that to kind of get the game back in their favor. So really, really big play, frankly. You can also see, curiously enough, Gen G were swapping out to play around the dragon. Really good shift by Gen G here across the map while this play is going on, honestly. They have Chovy catch bot. Then they send Pace top. They're going to have Chovy go back mid after it gets that wave in. And they're going to go... They'll send their top laner bot. They keep the wins. Cubby, how much League do you play, or do you mostly just watch? I mostly just watch now. At my best, I peaked GM. I hit D1 playing all 5 roles at one point. That was like many seasons ago. If I play, I usually play with Rafa, and we have fun. I'm playing a lot of Renekton. I'm a pretty decent Renekton player. Yeah, Keen melts. There's no flash. I mean, this is kind of wild from Keen. He could have picked the boulder and thrown it at the wave. But he didn't pick up the boulder. Instead, he just ults to get the cannon and dies. Unlucky. The fact that some of the shifts that they've had too, like look at Chovy level here. So like get Chovy getting that big wave bot, shoving it out and getting the go back mid. That's some of the stuff that like they do to make sure that Chovy is set up for success. He's the most important person to have XP on. if they want to play sides out later on. So I like some of the stuff that Gen G does too, like in that aspect, I think is really good. This team plays map way too well. It's really gross. So yeah, Shiv, Kaisa, Nara still Narnia behind. But if they fight this without Rumble, it's really big for them. Rumble's here first, though. That should be expected, so they're going to play in the top side. They get one. Honestly, like, one's all they need. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Canny walked up like that. I mean, obviously, like, he has flash and he gets one tap, but the fact that, like, he doesn't even, like, fire an R off when he's going to walk up like this is bad. Like, he needs the QR. Or RQ. I do not know how you can walk up like that and not R. Like, you are going to get one banged. You do not have treads. I will say, something I do appreciate about the top comp is there definitely isn't, like, for each of these comps, in terms of the treads versus steel caps discussion, there is arguments to be made for both. And I think that that is, like, really good from each team. And it's really good from each team. I would personally go treads this game if I'm Gen G. But you can see, like, Leona went steel caps, which, I mean, I do think that makes sense for Leona. It's like, you just don't get to go, like, a free boot and then feel, like, really good into it. Or really good with it into, like, everything else, you know? And I think that actually does matter a lot when crafting up comps. I really do. Alright, Tank gets caught. I mean, I don't know how the Hens get away with this, I'll be honest. Because the Hens is walking over vision this entire time. And then he finds Tian and they get like a one-shot. Pays gets the wave in, and Jin ends up dropping it. And Pays being Kaisa gets to interact first. If we don't have Jin opening up, no ult even needed, and it's just a free kill. That's a nice win for Gen G. They got creeps killed in the top side too. It was a little bit puzzling for me. This fight was wild. I mean, I think Jackula was just in a really bad spot to start out this fight. And I mean, part of it's because we're playing out 3 lanes as top, right? Also, part of it's off the tempo of the last play. Right, so Tien's still dead. Honestly, I think 369 I think if 369 drops bot and picks up mid here, it's better. Because he goes to bot. If he picks up this mid wave right here, then Jin and him are at the objective on time. Instead, like, top ends up doing the Krugs, and they end up, like, doing the Gromp, and they just lose both waves and lose Prio on the objective, right? They take 2 of their own camps, and now they're just fucking late. And Jackie Love's on the wrong side of the fight. And it's a really good TP from Keen. Keen's weak, but it doesn't matter if he's going into a Shiv, Steel Caps, Jin. And then Chovy plays... I mean, Genji plays this fight really nice on the other side. I really like the Pays ultimate. I think Pays is positioned really well here. He doesn't take any damage from Rumble. Okay, he ate an E from Rumble. Still not really eating Rumble damage. And then has a sick flash. And then Cream goes like God mode here. Genji like lost their minds. I mean, well played. I think Chovy needs to go find Cream here with a C. I think he got a little bit cute with it. Keen also missed the Rang. So, like, on the way back, he missed the Rang. And then Cream breaks vision. Well played, Cream. Yeah, I mean, Genji has this one. If they pull out here, by the way, hold on, can I see minimap? Pull out here, they can go, all the lanes are even. So, like, if they back out of the fight here, they get fast track to mid and bot. Damn. Alright, I mean, that's good gold on the Cream, but we're still Lucian. I really think Lucian mid should just leave. I would much rather see Corki than Lucian mid now. Or Trist. I do not think this pick's good. Corki. Yeah, we do like Corki. Alright, so after this we have Dragon Take by top. Yeah, Genji's late on the map. Good. Good responso from Genji to Herald top. We don't talk about it. Still a turret trade. So, I mean, top's clearing up, right? They traded even on turrets and got Dragon, and we expended Rift Herald as Genji, so that's nice. This TP was... one way to get the last outer. But I think trading for mid's not... Like, I think this wasn't worth. I know they don't get mid, but... I think losing Jackie Love here and burning the TP and getting the top outer, like, it's just kind of whatever. I didn't love this from top, actually. Kenya has a couple really nice Qs here, because he Q'd when he got a Glacial Prison, then he Q flashed on his way out. I think that did help him buy enough space to get out. The Hens goes down, though. So Hens doesn't need to die here, no? Of course he doesn't. Yeah. Keen was trying to play that... So Keen was playing a little bit too far up. Lens was trying to support him. Wasn't playable. Mid outer goes down. No local gold given. Small win for top, honestly. And now for Genji, it's about playing 3 lanes. And this is where I, like... I mean, the 1.5k gold lead for top is nice at this point, but the Genji comp scales so nicely. And the fact that dragons were so delayed in this game, I think is really big. Because Mountain Soul is actually a good draw. I mean, I think it's good for each team. I think it's really big for Gen G. Just Mountain Soul really helps against Lucian, Rumble, and Jhin. And we're not going to do the most damage this game with this comp and draft, as we see Rumble get absolutely just one shot by Leona. Really like this play from Gen G. It steel caps Rumble, so just go hunt his ass down. Yeah, Wave was killed first by Gen G, and they get around Vision. The Hens was just in this area, so we knew the Vision was down. Yeah, this is bad. 9369 is no flash, and he is absolutely just Leonid. Shut down to Pays, that's big. Pays is really big. It's like, the Kaisa being so accelerated, this game is big. This, honestly, I think from here, Gen G's ahead in this game. Like, that play for me is really big. Just getting the shutdown onto Pays. And then you already have Chovy, like, ahead-ish. Once he gets Stride Breaker, he's in good shape. I mean, top just can't play sides against the Gen G comp. I'm really interested to see if people like start trying to play Gnar into Yone, or like denying Gnar plus Yone, because it feels like a lot of games with these two champs, like you just win the side. And then you like have enough support as the Gnar in team fights to like help Yone function there too. I don't know what Canyon's doing here. We're a mini Gnar. I mean, ends up having a pretty sick ultimate. Oh yeah, is this the God fight? Yeah, it's the God fight. This is the fight where Gen G just is Gen G. I mean, the ult from Canyon is sick. And they do isolate Jackie-Love really nicely. Jackie-Love is out of position here again. I don't love Jackie-Love on the Jhin. I know he went off in against T1, but I thought this game was tough. Really, really nice buffer by Chovy here. He buffers the ultimate through and still finds Jackie-Love. If the Q from Keen hits, he dies, but then Pays goes over the top. And then Pays plays this fight so sick. This is so sick from Pays and Chovy, man. They should have picked Poppy. Poppy would have been nice for them. I don't know. Poppy might have been banned, though. I mean, the fact that Pays like is just able to chill up here and gets some damage down is so nice. And then, like, oh, it's just too sick. It's way too sick. The cleanse is perfect from Pays, and it's a 5-for-0. And Gen G is just too good. Like, they play maps so well, and then they fight like that, and it's just like, Jesus Christ, this team. Hey, I'm new to Twitch. You just found this streamer. How are you all? We're good. How about you? I mean, this is so sick from Chovy. Chovy finds both the carries, and Pays, like, just plays it so sweet. Wait, I gotta see who's behind the scenes here for... Nice. Stop it, Sean. Should have picked Trist and Poppy. I would have been down for Trist. Trist has issues in the Yone here and there. 2 dwarves. Just be low, man. Be short kings on the Rift against the Thanos Gen G. Also, I do really like the Randu in second from Gnar. I think if you get behind on Gnar, like, just going this item is actually so useful. Yeah, you let 3 Yone. That's your issue. No, I mean, I think the real answer is just go LeBlanc and say fuck it. Honestly. LeBlanc, Jin's good. Just give Kareem a Kali or some shit, you know? Or have him Silas. Alright, they get Keen out. I will say the 369 Rumble wasn't super hot this game. This all for me is bad, and I do think it's important that we're on Kaisa, because like Pays can play around it. Chovy gets very hyphy here. They are dog shit against Maokai, indeed. So it's probably a Silas angle then. I think you can play Silas. They get Maokai to the Iona, and it's a good matchup in the Iona. I do not like Lucian. I feel like your game is very limited as Lucian. Yeah. Silas says this shit. I'm actually curious if we end up seeing that in this tournament. And we've already seen the Showmaker Silas, so talk about that later. Anyway, Genji have scaled at this point. Also, just notice how Genji, they spec full armor, so, and they have treads, but it's go armor and then try and kill Rumble. Hey, what's up, Quax? Go armor, kill Rumble. All the Randuins is really funny, actually. This Lucian is just shooting like pea shooters at them. All right, Lehens ends up getting cooked. This is a Lehens moment. You know, you take the good and the bad with Lehens. He at least buys a lot of time. And the Maokai ult is, again, very valuable. And the Rumble ult is, again, not very valuable. I will say, we've seen a real lack of Rel plus Maokai syncing up. Yeah, I mean, Yone's been the winner of the tournament so far. If you pick that champ, you have like a 70% chance to win. It's filthy. I mean, they actually stalled all this time to get the Hens back, by the way. They're on a ward. They have mid push. They can't fuck with Chovy. Yeah, Silas is good here. Wow, the Hens actually just was able to walk in too. Like, actually just snuck in and took them totally off guard. And now we're in a fight where it's really well played by Pays. Dude, Pays is actually just the best Jan in their AD, man. He plays so clean when he just gets to, you know... He is really clean. So let his team create chaos, then just go be clean up. Also, the Hen scoreline 0-4-20 Pog. I do think the Hens is MVP of this game. I really do. Might be a hot take, but... I thought that the Hens got him back in the game by like finding a couple like Rumble shutdowns and also a couple of the looks he's had. Like this one was game winning. I thought the Hens had a much better game than Mako. All right, third Mountain Dragon. Good luck doing any damage to Genji. Yeah, this Lucian build too is just like really sus for me. Like we're black cleavering to what? Buff Jhin damage. We could just have LDR Immortal. Oh, Chovy has QSS. That's right. Chovy understands you don't need items to make this champion bullshit. You just need to be able to move. And good night. Yeah, really good game from Piz. I don't know. This is Gen G. Like they had a rough start, right? Like the way they play themselves like back into the game, it's really sick. This team looks really good. They definitely look like they're living up to the hype of being the favorites or like semis or plus. Anyway, shout out to Top. I thought they played okay. We're learning throughout this like tournament like what's good and what's not. And there are some things that I'm in and out on. I'm out on Lucian mid. I'm in on Rumble. I'm out on Lucian mid. 369 did not have the best Rumble game either, but you know that's fine. 369 will scale. Anyway, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. That's it for this VoD review of Gen G versus Top.